Hello and welcome. Okay, for all you beginning golfers, this is going to be the most effective golf swing you're ever going to find, and it's going to be the simplest golf swing you're ever going to find. And you want simple because the golf swing shouldn't be complicated. The simpler, the better. Okay, now here's how our golf swing looks in action. Now, when you've seen other golf swings, ours is a normal looking golf swing except that we pause right here for a moment and we pause here for a moment. Now the pauses are very quick, but we still pause in the golf swing. And that's why our golf swing is so effective, and let me tell you why. On this first pause right here, when you pause right here, what happens to golfers, when they start from here, a lot of times they can't find that correct path going back. What happens, they take the golf club too far inside or too far outside, and when it feels uncomfortable going back, that leads to a bad shot every time. Just recently, the #1 golfer in the world said he didn't play well in a recent event because he was just uncomfortable taking the club back. And he said because it was uncomfortable going back, it led to a bad shot. So by pausing right here in our golf swing, it eliminates all these problems right here. Now, another thing that the pause does right here, and you'll hear this a lot when you start playing golf, it keeps you in plane. So if you take the golf club from here up to here, you're always going to be in plane. So it's something you don't understand at the moment, but that's a huge benefit for you later on. Because on most normal golf swings, it's tough to find the plane when you start from down here. But when you start from our first pause, it's easy to find it every single time. Now, on our second pause, on the second pause right here, what happens when 90% of you, when you start playing golf, what's going to happen, when you get up here and your body said it's time to go that direction, what happens is you're no longer, it's not like a conscious thought, your body goes into automatic. So for 90% of you, when the body goes automatic, what happens, it does a chopping motion. Now chopping is great for power, but it's not good for club head speed. And plus with that chopping motion, what it does in golf, it produces a shot that goes way to the left, what they call a pull, or a big slice that goes to the right. So not only does that chopping motion doesn't produce a very long shot, it also produces a very not straight golf shot. So now 10% of you beginners, what's going to happen, and you are the very lucky ones, when you get to the top and your body says it's time to go that direction, what happens, your body says, shift your weight. Now what happens by shifting your weight, that means the club comes from the inside, which you hear a lot about once you start playing golf, or from the slot. So when it comes down here from the slot on the inside, it takes advantage of the body turning, and that produces great club head speed, and it hits the ball really straight. So the question is, for the 90% of you who are going to do that chopping motion, how can we overcome it? And the only way to overcome it is you have to pause up here, and you pause so your body doesn't go into automatic and chop at the ball. Once again, good for power, not good for club head speed. So you pause right here, and then from the pause here, you think your way through every downswing. So what our golf lessons teach you is how to shift the weight properly, then how to go from a stop position with the club coming down here to take advantage of the turn of the body. That's what our lessons will do for you. Now, in addition to that, our golf swing is very, very simple too, because of our pauses. On this first pause, when you go right here, your swing becomes very left arm dominant with our teachings. What happens here, we teach you to take the club up here with your left arm, pull it back down with your left arm, and pull it all the way through with your left arm. So if you use your left arm to go here and here, chances of you hitting the golf ball really, really improve. Okay? Now, you may have seen other lessons, and a lot of other teachers will show you that, okay, well, when you pull the golf club down here, what I want you to do is roll your wrist here and then pull the golf club up. Well, that's a lot of thinking that's taking place in a split second. But luckily, with our lessons, you don't have to worry about that. That takes care of itself. And to sort of demonstrate this to you at home, go ahead and go to your broom closet. What I want you to do is grab a broom, and I want you to cut off the length of a 7-iron. And that's roughly, say, like a yardstick. So then, go ahead, and what you do is you're going to address the golf ball here. And you're going to go our first pause. Now our first pause, your left hand's in the middle of your body, The club, or the broom, is parallel to the line of flight and parallel to the ground. What I want you to do now is I want you to pull the broom up with your left arm, then pull the broom down with your left arm, and pull your left arm until it can't go any further. So it's going to look like this. Pull it up, pull it down. Now, what this is demonstrating to you, because you can feel it because the broom is so big, is that when you pull it down with the left arm, all you're thinking is pulling it down with your left arm. That's all you're doing. And you can feel this turn over in your hand and come up here. So we've eliminated a lot of thinking versus what other golf teachers would show you. That's why our swing is the most effective and the simplest. So the same thing works here when you use a golf club. There's that motion, that golf club rolls over this way, all on its own. So here's how the process works here for you on our site. The next thing you want to do, you want to find the Purchase Now button, click on it. It takes you about 5 minutes to fill out the paperwork. Then 5 minutes from now, you'll be able to log into your site and have instant access to our golf videos and start your golf career right now. And once again, this is truly the most effective and the simplest golf swing you're ever going to find. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I want to wish you a lot of good luck on the golf course.